Okay, so I'm John McGrillen. I'm Chief Executive of Tourism Northern Ireland.
Hi, thanks very much for talking to Breaking Travel News today.
You're very welcome.
How has Northern Ireland fared in terms of tourism in 2019? Has it been a successful year for you?
Yes, I mean 2019 has been a successful year. So we were probably projecting by the year end, we're probably seeing growth around 4%. Probably growth faster in the first 6 months of the year. Of course, we hosted the Open Championship, the Royal Port Rush in July. I think the end of the year, this time of year, I think slightly slowing down somewhat, but certainly by the end of the year, yet another positive record-breaking year for us.
That's really good to hear. And you're launching a new brand today, I hear. Could you tell us a bit about the new brand narrative and the logo?
Yeah, so the new brand is basically our attempt to, I suppose, to communicate to the world those things which people find most interesting about Northern Ireland and the real reasons why they come. And those are, when people come to Northern Ireland, they're absolutely astounded by our landscape. Calling the landscape is better than they anticipate. They are, I think, surprised by the breadth and depth of our culture. And the one thing that really blows them away is the warmth of the welcome that they get. And sometimes Northern Ireland's maybe not portrayed as maybe the most welcoming place in the world, and it absolutely is. And I think part of what we're trying to do here is just communicate the essence of the experience that people will have when they come here, because it's really it's an experience brand. It's all about trying to communicate those experiences that people will have here. So we have 23 different businesses here with very experiential products that are on the stand, which are helping us to communicate that here at World Travel Market today.
Excellent. And can you tell us a bit about the logo? It was designed by...
Yeah, so the logo, because we're trying to, I suppose, communicate our culture and the authenticity of Northern Ireland, we turned to some of our better known people in the art world to help us along the way. So we spoke to a guy called Colin Davidson and asked him if he would design a logo for us. Now, Colin is probably best known for two things. One, for a portrait of Angela Merkel, which appeared on the front page of Time magazine. He did the Queen's 90th birthday portrait. And what some people won't know, and probably definitely don't know, he's Brad Pitt's personal art coach. Yes.
It's an amazing story. On a more negative note, can you tell us what, if Brexit negotiations have had an impact in Northern Ireland, is it a period of uncertainty for you?
Well, Brexit's been a bit of a mixed bag for us. The exchange rate movement after the referendum, we saw a massive uplift in the number of visitors from the Republic of Ireland coming up into Northern Ireland. So we've probably seen a 50% increase in visitor spend, over the last 3 years, really as a result of that change in exchange rate. I think more recently, the fact that consumer confidence in GB, consumer confidence in Northern Ireland itself and in the Republic of Ireland, has dipped significantly really over the last couple of months. I think it's fair to say there's been a bit of a softening of the market. I think that uncertainty doesn't help. So really, I think our hope is we'd like to get past this election. I'd like to have certainty about what's happening with Brexit, because I think if we have certainty and we get that out of the road, I think we'll hopefully start to move into a position of growth again and see growth again in 2020.
How important is the domestic market for Northern Ireland?
Well, depends how you describe the domestic market. We would look at the domestic market as Northern Ireland itself. So it would account for 25% of visitor spend. So it's not insignificant. I suppose it maintains a lot of the smaller businesses, in the shoulder seasons. But it's not a market that's going to deliver real growth for us, because of the small population. So being here and basically promoting Northern Ireland into the global marketplace is really, really important for us, because that's really where all our growth is going to come from in the future.
Excellent. And next year you'll be hosting the Explore Great Britain and Northern Ireland VisitBritain trade show in Belfast. That should increase numbers.
That's a real opportunity for us. We're delighted that we've been chosen as being the host of that. It's going to give a lot of tour operators from right across the globe, I suppose, their first ever opportunity to really explore Northern Ireland as part of their Exploring GB. It's the first time that we've ever hosted it. And once we have our own Meet the Buyer event, a lot of those people are coming from principally the United States. and GB itself. This is going to open up the door to a much bigger marketplace, because we will see many more people coming from emerging markets like China, India, Southeast Asia coming to explore GB that we would normally find coming to Northern Ireland. So we're absolutely delighted with VisitBritain that they've decided to put their faith in us that we can deliver this for them.
Great.
Okay.
Great event. Thank you so much for looking.
You're very welcome.